worst part is like dealing with the drunk children, more or less, the adults that act like children.
Oh my goodness.
Friday, a lady vomited and then laid on the floor and scooped the vomit back towards her, almost like a vomit angel.
Oh no!
But reverse. So yeah, 8 hours of that, and I might not be able to do it.
Well, here I can give her the benefit of the doubt because at least she was trying to clean up after herself.
It really just looked like, in horror movies when they smear. There we go. Smear blood down the window.
Oh,
It looked just like that, like a nice long hand print on the bar top there. I'm guessing somebody won. I don't know what they won. But no one's all that interested. They're very interested in their strategy.
Well, these are the top 3 teams here that are in the winners final and the losers final. So we are going to see some high, intense action. This is where the real tournament starts.
I would even go to say these are top 3 in the Midwest, being that we have Minneapolis, Kansas City, Des Moines, and one Chicago person here today.
We got Kansas City here? I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, the Banquet Boys.
All right.
Miguel was playing for one of these top 3 teams. He's from Kansas City.
I am terrible with names. If I see your face, I'll remember your face, but don't ask me to recite the names of everybody.
I'm getting good at it.
The other Matt's better at names.
The other Matt.
Yeah,
He's
the other
one I'm
Matt.
learning the names from.
Yes. No, you went up to go do your thing, and then he sat down, and he just, all right, we got these 2 teams, and we have this one, this one, this one. He just listed off names like it's no problem. I will not be able to do that for these 2 teams, GoYBK and Table for 5, here in the losers finals of the Des Moines Invitational.
We can guess. We got Jerry and Gary, maybe Larry. That's the Table for 5 team. I've decided we got Jerry, Gary, and Larry, and Svetlana.
And then GoYBK, we got
2 toxic bros.
Yeah. Toxic A, Toxic B, Todd, Rod, and other Todd.
2 Todds, 1 Rod.
2 Todds.
Real toxic. So far, not too much action other than Blue Queen is down a life. Doing their best to stay at the top of the map, it looks like. Probably a safe bet. Oof. That was a good dodge. That drone almost jumped on GoYBK's Queen's head there, dropping her low enough for Table 5's Queen to get a kill. Decided to dip out of that last second so that they could just, headbutt for a minute.
Had a little bit of Queen jousting on the right side. Blue Queen decides that they've had enough. GoYBK goes up to guard. Table for 5 Queen says they're going to stay. And as soon as I say that, they warp around to the other side of the screen.
Yeah, that keeps happening.
Grab the gate. Makes sense.
I'm really interested here in GoYBK's strategy. They seem to be mixing berries poorly in with a military strategy. Like, there's so many options then for like, what is this, 8, 7 berries? 7 plus 3 is 10. 72 away. If one man would just collect these 10, should be a pretty easy victory.
You get the 1 drone up there collecting the berries. You force a warrior or the queen to go up there and separate. By the time you do that,
what is this? What is the cardboard?
Apparently I just won a raffle or something happened. I'm number 24.
You're number 24.
I don't know what that means, but I'll find out later. Thank you, sir.
I hope you won a Lamborghini.
I also hope I won a Lamborghini. My 94 Taurus is it's a little worn down.
Yeah, I had one of those for a hot minute. It was nice.
It's a good, solid first car. Another solid killer queen, queen killer. Hey, that's why the game's called that. For Table for 5, GoYBK on their final queen for their first game here in the losers finals. Winner goes on to play Dem Wines in the grand finals.
Looks like Table for 5 a little lost, looking for gate control, something to do. But with that extra life, a little extra military presence would be nice.
Look at this. I'm just now looking at the chat. Shout out to Crash Test Zombie for listing out the team names right there.
Wow, I can't believe he just knows that off the top of his head.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
I'll build
oh, no, he doesn't know them all. Apparently Stripes is new guy. All right, new guy. I believe in you.
We got GoYBK. All right, we got GoYBK's names at least. Bill me. I'd rather you not bill me. Well, here I'll send you the title for my new Lamborghini that I just won in the raffle. DM me your address, and I will. I'll just send that to you. Are the team names switched?
Yes. Yes, they are.
All right.
So I'm looking here at my little cheat sheet of names. Did you know that Connor became an uncle at 6 months of age?
That's a weird dynamic. That's like there's like a pair of brothers that are like 16 years apart, and one of them married really early, and
It must be, right?
something like that.
I mean, can you imagine if you're just like hanging out with this guy that's in your family, you see him all over, and he's your age. He's like, oh, no, I'm your uncle. Like, you better respect me, and I'm going to give you life advice.
I'm not
even though
gonna-
we're both seniors in high school.
I don't believe the. I don't think if I had someone who was 6 months older than I was and they said, yeah, I'm your uncle, respect me, I wouldn't. Like, we're both 18. Like, we're both children. Like,
I bet it was fun, though.
it's probably fun. It's like the fun fact, and he has to bring it up at every Thanksgiving. It's like, well, technically, I'm your uncle. I get the first leg.
Hell yeah. I'd be abusing that as much as I could.
Oh, I would absolutely, but I can also argue for the younger of the two, the niece or nephew.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
You're right.
You don't have to take that.
Think about Christmases. Nieces don't buy uncles Christmas gifts. They don't. When have you ever bought your uncle a gift? Ever.
I bought my cousins a gift last Christmas. I didn't buy one for my uncle. It
Right.
was more of a family gift.
He's an adult. So a little bit of action's been happening. Definitely Blue is going for that economy victory, which is what I've been looking for. And there it is, just surrounded with death. And too many fist bumps. That should be their new team name.
New man is a programmer, so we got new GUI. Thank you, Crash Test Zombie. Programming, again, way above my pay grade. I do not deal with any of that.
I hang out with some programmers, and they make it sound easy, and then I look at their computers, and I'm like, that makes no sense.
I feel like at the same time, if we were to talk to any one of these individuals, they would be able to talk about Killer Queen like it was easy. Then they
Like
pull
it
out
was
the
programming.
yeah, then they pull out the terminology and they pull out the openers and the drawings that I'm sure they have on note cards and
Bumps.
yeah. It's like, well, I'm lost. So
Just goes to show you can be a geek for anything. All right, here we go, game 2. Both queens once again trying to get as high as they can, if you know what I mean. No one's really caring too much about gate control yet. Not a single like unified team rush. I love it when a game starts and you have 4 warriors right away or 4 berry runners right away. It's almost as powerful as the snail in controlling the other team's strategy, but
you go ahead and you grab out that big monopoly advantage early.
and they're forced to change their plans
It's
here.
another thing. If you can force the opposing team to not plan or not to act, but to react.
Yes.
Big control.
I've been looking at Blue Skulls here. Man, what a MVP of a warrior. Probably 4 kills there before they've really even gotten in any trouble yet. I mean, speed warrior, but still.
Still
Covering
very
it's
impressive.
by himself, covering both the hive and the snail. Here it comes, taking out a snail rider. Here it comes, taking out another potential snail rider.
See, now I'm just mesmerized. You brought that up, and now I'm just staring at him. He's just so fluid across the screen.
Yeah, and the
Wow,
speed.
another
is,
one.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Who the hell is that? We got to get them. Well, Crash Test Zombie. If you happen to just know off the top of your head, Blue Skulls. Who's that? They're great. I want to give them a shout out. All over the map, playing all parts. Very nice.
I believe we have the names correct, too.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm seeing a lot of hovering over there in the middle of the map while Blue continually rides the snail, finally getting taken out. But they did make probably 20% progress there while 2 warriors and the queen were just hanging out watching, giving me a little pause there on GoYBK's not
Economy
necessarily
making-
strategy, but awareness.
Economy making slow progress for both sides. Gold is 5 berries away. Blue has a lot more to go.
We got 8, yeah.
Yeah, I can count.
I just know that there's 12 total.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Why have I never paid attention to that?
I don't know.
That's why I'm not on one of these teams.
Yeah.
Because stuff like that should be very easy to keep track of.
It's like math and stuff, though.
Crash Test Zombie coming in again hot with the names. Blue Skulls is Chaco.
Jackie?
Chaco.
I don't know these people.
Well, while we figure it out, we'll let the blue team pick up their
Okay,
second
so this
win.
whole side of the page is gone. So we're only looking at this side of the page. Rule 34, are they really missing a player?
Yeah, they were playing a man down the whole time.
Yikes.
There were a couple teams doing that. I think they just had a solid queen and they were just playing a man down. So One of my favorite moments to watch is I was watching on the outside. You'd have the computer drone either just running berries or going snail.
Well, that's what it's pre-programmed to do.
But it goes a very long distance.
You want to do this? Yeah, totally. Whatever. After this match? Sure. Okay. It's grand finals after that match, though. Yeah, that's fine. You can take it for sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right, looks like you're going to get Nick coming in here to commentate after this match. He's going to be doing the grand finals here. He helped put together the whole event here in Des Moines at the Up Down Arcade Bar. Here we go. Game 3, tied up. I see Blue Queen definitely going to be trying to control the gates, wrap to the left, but got stopped there by the Gold Queen. It's like even Stevens everywhere you got. You got 2 queens scraping at the top, you got 2 warriors scraping at the top, and nobody's riding the snail.
It just sits there.
That's
like
okay.
The lonely child.
That's totally okay. He can nap. He needs it. He's been working hard.
Been a long day for the snail, a long day for these players as well as we are approaching the grand
Third hour,
finals.
yeah, third hour
Wow,
of constant gameplay. It's a really close match so far. Not one way or the other, I think. Queens took enough of each other's time that it did kind of force an economic strategy here on both teams. Tied up all around. No, I'm sorry. Blue Queen is down a life. I totally missed that kill.
It's all good. There's a lot going on.
Gold does have more gates, but only by 1. Both speed gates is a pretty clutch move, though.
Having the speed snail is a very, very lovely thing to have.
Yeah, it's definitely been GoYBK's strategy the last couple rounds. And run, but he died anyway. Could
Another
not
lovely
keep his
thing
speed.
to have is a 2-queen advantage for GoYBK. They are in a good spot right now.
Ooh, man, barely dodging the Blue Skull's warrior that we love so much. And getting above him just in time for a kill. Now, Blue Queen is in a risky position there. Has a little bit of backup from the warrior, but not a lot. Finally having to run, taking out a warrior with it. Ooh, very close for Gold Abs there. Almost died. Not that it would have been the end of the world, but it would have removed a lot of pressure there on the Blue Queen. Clearly doing her best to stay alive. Sorry, his best to stay alive.
Something brought up in Twitch chat. Basically, the short version is learning the names. I agree. I'm bad with names. We're doing our best. We had a piece of paper here to do the cheat sheets, but we lost half of it, so we have 1 sheet left, and I don't even know if it's the right sheet.
This sheet is right.
Oh, is it?
But it doesn't say who's who. It just says names and fun facts. Like Nick from GoYBK played Danny in the musical Grease.
Oh, nice.
Is it?
Hey, I like Grease.
My mom likes Grease.
You know what? I'm sure your mom is a lovely person.
She's
lovely
okay.
people like Grease.
She's okay.
That is the...
All right, so game 3 is over.
You gotta love your mom, man.
There's one. No, I love my mom. Obviously, she's just fine. My parents don't live here. I see them maybe once a year, in February. It's fine. I text her on Mother's Day. All right, so the advantage is for Table of 5. If they can win this one, then they are guaranteed to be moving on to the grand finals. Man, when you hit high-level play like this, I feel like the queens are designed to waste each other's time, and they're honestly no longer important.
If you can waste the other queen's time, then I feel like that's more important than getting a little bit of progress with the snail. You just...
Well,
they're
while
just
you waste the queen's time, you have opportunity to progress.
Big spike by Table for 5 on the Gold Queen.
Yeah, and GoYBK's queen decided to go for that snail, guard their rider a little bit, and it did not work out. I have been seeing some really nice kind of diagonal dives there constantly from Table 5, which goes with the always be diving mentality.
I need to learn diagonal diving. That is a hole that I need to work on.
It seems like probably the most important, high skill maneuver you can learn, honestly.
Blue checks just diving through that batch of warriors in the bottom right and coming out unscathed. I am impressed.
Blue Abs has speed and wings and too afraid to use them. Had a couple opportunities to take risky lives, but decided to back away last second. Now we got 2 speed warriors wasting each other's time. Where is our Blue Queen? What's she doing? Oh, she's up by the hive. Gotcha.
While she's up in the hive, Blue's going for snail. Hops off, just gives it back to GoYBK.
Just gives it to him. Might as well climb in front of that bad boy. What is happening?
Trade it back.
One sacrifice to the snail gods there would have been nice.
They will be satiated.
All right, we got Blue Queen wrapping from left to right, just trying to avoid taking another hit. He's got 2 warriors on its tail right away. 3 in total now. Really in a hot zone. Needs to get out of there.
And we have our first berry of the game.
1 berry down. Great job. Great job, Stripes.
23 to go.
And decided to sacrifice itself to the snail god. Stripes, what are you doing? Make up your mind. What are you playing?
GoYBK's carrying the queen over to their right side of the screen. Nobody. Oh, there we go. We got the drones coming into body block as the queen tries to figure out what they want to do. Warriors are protecting. Warriors still protecting.
Oh, had a chance. That blue queen had the opportunity to dive. Too afraid.
GoYBK queen with a little bit of a misslip goes down a tiny bit, and she is down on the last life. As blue reclaims the snail. Table for 5 slowly. Well, not anymore, but they were marching it back.
Not slowing GoYBK's queen down at all, being on her last life. She dove right back into that same hot spot she just got eliminated from.
Oh, they have to. This is, I mean, one more loss and they're out.
That is true. I just wouldn't play a risky maneuver if I know I mess up, I lose for the team. You know, I'd rather it be a team lose.
That's why we're sitting here on the booth and we're not up there playing.
Yeah, I didn't play at all today. At least you played today.
Yeah.
I would embarrass myself thoroughly.
I am, even though I am not anywhere near this level, I am totally happy with how we played out. Came out, had a good time.
Yeah,
met
you
some
got,
people.
what, 4 games?
3 or 4.
3 or 4,
like
yeah, that's a solid run.
I'm thrilled. I'm happy. And I hope we do another one of these soon. So, again, big shout out to Nick, who helped organize this whole thing with getting the sponsors, working with Up Down. And thank you, Up Down, for hosting. This has been a blast. It really has.
And then once again, Trevor for hooking us up with the stream setup. Very, very cool. I'm enjoying this a lot. He has a ring light. We look so profesh. People are taking my photos right now.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me come in to commentate. We've been
Oh,
kind of having a rotating booth of commentators this whole game. I enjoy the opportunity.
It makes it way easier for me to have somebody to talk to while, you know, like not games are happening.
I do want to address something in the Twitch chat real quick.
Of
I
course.
did not mean to start a flame war with that name comment. I agree that I'm bad at names and I need to learn these names. And I see people saying, oh, well, you need to learn the names to grow the scene. Another one saying, well, you're doing a good job. Please don't fight, guys. We're just here to watch some kick-ass Killer Queen.
Was I talking to you earlier? No, I think I started to Cece. So before we started, which this is going to be one of those long games, we're going to hit the 3-minute mark where you can start punching people.
Oh, yeah, no, that was me. That was chess boxing.
No. We're about to hit that point. Earlier, I was perusing through the Killer Queen subreddit, and there was a thread in there that somebody started about how hard it is to get into the scene because the people in it are too close-knit to allow newcomers. Have you experienced any clicks or animosity here in the Killer Queen scene today?
Initially, no, I did not, as GoYBK takes that game, forcing a Game 5, a decisive winner, go on to the Grand Finals.
First Game 5 of the day, too.
Yeah, you're right. They've all been, most of them have been 3-0s. We've had a couple 3-1s. Ladies and gentlemen, you get a Game 5. It's a lot later than we would have expected, but here it is. 2 solid teams. Winner's going to go up against yet another solid team. But now to answer your question about kind of joining in the scene, when this machine first came up, I was terrified because, you know, it's just all the buttons and levers, and there's a lot going on. And when you first come in, you don't know what to do. And you have someone who's experienced come in and just say, okay, just get berries. Or, okay, just hop on the snail and take it to our side of the screen. You start doing the little things like that. And then eventually you learn about, you know, ledge guarding and columns and berry soccer and all that stuff. But it'll come with time.
So for you, it was very easy to, like, come in and have somebody help you and feel part of that community?
I would say for me specifically, yes. And I can understand how other people, either watching the stream or on the subreddit or just, you know, at their bar playing Killer Queen right now, I can understand how it would be tough to get in. But as long as you have one person who's willing to say, hey, here's how, like, start off with this. And if you just keep going back, eventually you'll find somebody like that. And if you keep going back and nobody is willing to even acknowledge or help you, then I sincerely apologize, because that's kind of a dumb thing to do.
And, you know, it's obviously city-to-city based. But, you know, you can't just show up somewhere and expect everyone to be like, hey, you're great, we're best friends now. There's a little bit of work you got to put into it, of course.
Yeah.
Show up every week. Eventually people will know your name. Eventually people will know your play style. And then you might actually feel part of the community. So right away, we have a very fast-paced match. Pretty even. A lot of warrior deaths on both sides. But the Queens just hanging out.
Blue's taking hard control of the center right now with their queen and warriors. Still full gate control right there. Orange quick swapping over to economy.
Man, Table for Five's queen is not afraid of anything. Willing to hop into enemy territory without backup. Knowing that she can dive down that waterfall at any time and get back to a little safety. Going for 2v1 fights this Table for Five's queen, though. Like, I think the aggro method might be working out, actually. A lot of vertical momentum, much less left and right than up and down here coming from Table for Five.
I mean, Knight is a map that definitely encourages the up and down rat movement.
That's why it's my favorite by far.
I'm not a big fan of Dusk because you got that big open area in the middle and all the tiny little obstacles.
Same.
I like Knight a lot.
Knight is, yep, by far my favorite. Meat could take it. I hate calling it Meat. The Twilight map could probably take it as my new favorite because I like that the berry hives are in the middle. I like the tall towers. I like that you have ways of only locking out kind of half of an entrance to
I
the
saw
hives.
that.
Yeah.
Like the 1 or 2 warm-ups I saw being played on Meat, Twilight, whatever. I mean, okay, eventually you're going to have to start calling stuff other than times a day. There's only so many times a day.
Well, they still got Dawn.
Midnight.
They got, that's it, really.
Yeah.
Shit, you're right.
Okay,
Well,
so even if we call Meat Twilight, after that we got Dawn and Midnight. How are you going to differentiate Dawn from Dusk?
I assume Twilight is actually the sun rising and not the sun setting.
Well,
So
as
would
we figure
Dawn
it out.
basically be Meat but backwards? Like darker at the bottom, lighter on top.
I'd be okay with that. Like get a different color gradient in there.
Yeah, because, I mean, it doesn't really matter what everything looks like. It matters about the placement of every platform on the map.
And that's all it is. Like we're just arguing, like names and
Yeah,
names and
basically
backgrounds, but the pillar placements and the platforms and where the snail is too. What I don't like, the only thing I don't like about this is that the snail is in the middle, specifically for Night Map. It is, especially that little purple rope in the middle. It's so much harder to get on, and I feel like you're open a lot more because you have less of a distance to drop when you're riding a snail, kind of in the thick of where all the fighting happens. And that makes snail, I believe, on this map a lot harder to do than on dusk or day.
You're not wrong. I'd probably run snail least on Night, but it is. Ooh, that was a very good snail turnaround there from
GoYBK with the hard stop.
Yeah, barely stopped in time.
We will not lose just yet.
When it comes down to Game 5 like this, everyone's playing as hard as they can. I'm hoping that the machine is handling inputs properly. Oof, man. Gold team just mobbing the snail, really focused on turning that around.
It's an all-out brawl. Everyone's just coming, throw your dead bodies in the middle of the screen.
Gold does have a single berry advantage, two actually, but they just can't spend any more time or resources on throwing berries in when they have to throw all of their berries into becoming warriors to stop the snail. I've never had the issue, but it looks like we might have the issue soon of no berries remaining.
So what happens then? You're just out of berries, right?
Yeah, you just won't get more. I see, what, 3?
Well, GoYBK has the right idea. They're trying to speed the game along, getting another kill on the Table for 5 queen. They are 1 queen kill away from advancing to the grand finals to face Dem Wines.
Just learned that the berries will respawn after 90 seconds when they're all gone.
All right.
There's no pollen yet.
So how do the berries get back? Well, there's one. Blue takes control of the last berry, puts it on the
We
snail.
got 2 berries in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Just hanging out up there.
Oh, they're sneaky. Sneaky top right corner berries.
But at the very least, if I were a queen now, it looks like Gold's doing a good job of it, take the gates now. There's not going to be berries for them to upgrade after, so let the gates go after the berries are gone. 90 seconds is a really long time. I've seen games last 15,
Is this the longest game we've had so far?
No, I don't think so. I think we've had one longer one.
Oh, we even got a timer.
There it is.
All right.
Yep.
So for those of you who are only watching to see some sick berry action, you've got 80 seconds. Go ahead, take a bathroom break, get a drink of water. Do what you got to do. You got any spam mail to sort through? Just go ahead, delete all that from your inbox.
But for you snail freaks out there, stay glued to your screens. Oh, how is that? Okay, there we go. I was going to say, he's got to save his drone, right? battle over the snail is too intense, man.
Just a lot of back and forth. You know what would solve this problem?
Berries.
At 3 minutes, start punching people in the face.
I know, right? Killer Queen boxing. Let's make it
Yeah.
a thing.
We are only 40 seconds away from the berries.
I can't believe it. Time moves so fast in this game.
I've never seen this happen.
Me neither.
This is a first for me.
Just it's a testament to the level here of their queens who can kill and run over and over and over without taking hits themselves.
Chattanooga Chase is asking, what patch are we all on? I know we updated Thursday and we have meat. We have that map. Do you know the official number? Do you know the?
Yeah, 1.3 or 1.4. I think 1.4.
Something like
Maybe
that.
1.5 now. I don't know.
We have meat, so
Yeah.
we're at the very least we have meat.
Yeah, we have the most recent update for sure.
And we have berries. Oh, that is such a satisfying animation.
Yeah, when they all pop back in, that was nice. I just happened to be looking at that middle cluster there. So now that the berries are back, looks like Gold is going to try to finish off with an economic victory here.
All right, well, we made it through the famine, and we are now in round 2 of the berries.
I like that. Is that the official name? A famine?
According to Skewsome, yes. No berries condition is called famine. Thank you,
I like
Skewsome.
that.
You just wrinkled my brain.
All right, last-ditch effort, grabbing speed here on GoYBK's team. Ooh, no, maybe he's going to get some wings, too. I think,
These guys have to be tired.
yeah, like, their wrists must be
This is
tightening.
exhausting.
And the way that GoYBK's queen has just been hovering for so long.
That's something else I've noticed. I've noticed different people have different methods to hover up for so long. I like to do a triple tap where I'll kind of alternate my 3 middle fingers like
All three of them.
Yeah, I'll riff like I'm playing on a piano. I've seen Nick, the guy who organizes,
Yep.
he does this weird thumb vibration thing, like he's got a really itchy remote finger.
Yeah, I'm not super into the thumb spam. I do 2 fingers, back and forth.
Yeah, that seems to be
3. That's like a whole wrist motion.
that seems to be the most common option is to do 2 fingers back and
You do
forth.
the claw.
Yeah.
Is that how you 3 it? You like claw, otherwise you gotta like slide.
Well, I'll do something like this. I'll kind of anchor my wrist, and then I'll just hope that I can. I don't move the wrist too much. I hope not. There's one guy we saw earlier playing one-handed. I don't know how he does it. He had a drink in his left hand, and he had his thumb and so his right hand. He had his thumb and index around the joystick, and he was hitting the button with his ring and pinky or something like that.
Yeah, I'm into that. It's like style points. Oh, and there it is.
The marathon is over. The water can be brought out. Relax.
Dump the Gatorade.
GoYBK, you have won. You have made it to the grand finals to face off against Dem Wines. You have won. You've beaten the famine. You've beaten the marathon. You have beaten Table for 5.
I did not expect that because we watched Table for 5 and I just blanked. Who's winning? Who's in the lead still?
Dem Wines.
Yeah, Dem